we're going to pick a week to miss, this seems like a good one.
I think the Pacers took this week off as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, wait a minute. Are we the chicken or the egg here?
You're saying they lost because we didn't record?
I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know. And the only way to know is to time travel.
Yeah.
And it's not in the budget right now.
Well, I mean, obviously in the other multiverse, we recorded and they won.
We can visit the one where Hallie didn't tear his tendon and we won the title.
I'd go hang out there for a few days.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Have a couple drinks. And then what would this season look like? Are we just kind of like chilling, kind of just winning a few games, riding off that title? Are we playing 500 ball and just basking in the glow of dominance?
I felt like we have a whole episode. We could discuss that because, does Miles Turner leave if we win the title?
No.
I don't know.
He doesn't.
He doesn't?
You're right. I don't know. Maybe he does.
Well, that's why we had to talk about it. We're going to have a spin-off series called What If? I think that name is taken.
Nah.
That might be.
Totally original. Good work.
Stop. Seriously? You don't do shit all day. Go the fuck away.
The cat just said that to you.
Cat doesn't do anything. Just lays on the chair all day. And now I'm recording and she's just playing with plastic. Right next to the mic.
Yeah, so just prepare to...
It'll be great.
It'll be perfect.
Y'all motherfuckers don't watch us play throughout the year, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't care if I get fined.
I got my sweet jerk off, put some shoes on.
That train is off the tracks.
Who doesn't love the bouncy castle?
Hitler.
Just prepare to... just prepare to be awash in undebeatable goodness.
Welcome, Pacers fans. You were listening to the Undebeatables, your semi-weekly Pacers podcast. Today is Saturday, November 15th, 2025, and this is episode 789. Coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana, I'm your host, Joey Gafrida, the man behind the dials. This show, we're going to discuss an 0-5 fortnight of Pacers basketball. Joining me this show are two of our three analysts, coast to coast, like buttered toast. First, from Asheville, North Carolina, he's our in-house bartender, mixing up the drinks and the crappy jingles. It's the Big Dripper, John Colson.
What is up, Pacer Nation? What is up, Undebeatables? Shout out this week to the fans. Thanks for letting us take a week off. We've got a lot of things going on. And also, the Pacers apparently have nothing going on, so it worked out.
Just synced up. It was a wonderful coincidence. From Tacoma, Washington, out west, it's our enforcer, John Harper.
What is going on, fellas? Great to see you. Shouting out football because basketball is miserable right now. Our IU Hoosiers just improved to 11-0 today, downing the Wisconsin Badgers. Suck it, Wisconsin. And the Colts sitting on a surprising 8-2 behind the surprising play of Indiana Jones.
Well, before we get into this this week of basketball, the 2 weeks of basketball, I do want to remind listeners that they can support us over at patreon.com/undebeatables. And if you want to hear us talk more about college and professional football. You may have a new home for that. All right, so as we had alluded to at the front, we weren't able to record last week, so we have a little extra basketball to talk about. They're all losses, mind you. And so I don't know how deep we want to dig into all of these, but Wednesday, November 5th, Pacers at home versus the Brooklyn Nets, and they're not great, but they still beat us, 112-103.
Their first win of the season?
Was it their second? No, it was their first.
I think that maybe was their first or second win of the season.
I am pretty sure they still have one game.
Oh God, yeah, they're 1-11. Yep.
Then
Well,
it's us.
they're tied with
Us.
Yay.
So we've lost. We're losing the tiebreaker right now.
And that was at our house, Joe. That was
Look,
at our
that's
house.
an important tiebreaker to have in your back pocket for Tankathon 26.
Well, so that was Wednesday. So the team needed a good break from that, so they take off till Saturday, and they play the Nuggets on the road and lose 117-100. Tell you what, Denver's a pretty good team. They're pretty fun to watch. We'll talk about this a little bit more, but then the Pacers continue their road trip out to Golden State. I guess they're in San Francisco now. And I think this was the Pacers were the last team that had not lost at the Chase Center, and they broke the streak, losing soundly 83-114. Then the Pacers took that show on the road to Utah Tuesday the 11th and put up 128 points and gave up 152 to the Utah Jazz.
It's near a record, Joe. I think it's like I think they've only let people score like that many times, like a couple, like 3 or 4 times more than 152.
Regulation.
Yeah, it's not great.
Not a good look. And Thursday, November 13th, Pacers play Phoenix on the road, and they lose 133-98. And as we record, Pacers are playing the Toronto Raptors and are climbing back into the game. At the moment, they're down 88-76. So they've lost all of these games. To be fair, many of them have been on a West Coast road trip. To be fair, some of these guys that they're playing heavy minutes for, heavy minutes are on 10-day contracts that we get for the hardship exception. But we're getting blown out most nights, and it ain't pretty. Colson, why is this okay?
It's not okay, Joe. I mean, early on in the season, we were in a lot of these games. Opening night, we're playing the defending champs to double overtime. We've got played Minnesota real tough. It was a great team in Minnesota. Dallas was just a 3-pointer that didn't go in from winning that game. We beat the Warriors. The Bucks game was just a 2-point game, and you're like, all right, even we're playing not with our full roster because of so many injuries. We're in these games. That Brooklyn's net game was just brutal. It was just like, wow, this team is not good. We're not competing, and it is unraveled. That was at home against the worst team in the league. We did not look good in that game. And then, granted, we went on a really tough Western Road swing, but we have not competed in these games at all. And it's really disheartening and sad. And going from, like I said, there were a couple of blowouts with the Grizzlies and the Hawks early on in the season. But in general, even with our patched together roster, we were entertaining. This has been really tough to watch.
Yeah, it's been not super duper great. We are shooting less than 40% from the floor. Obviously, that's the worst in the NBA. And teams are shooting like 46% against us. It's been a tough start. We need to do something to really, get this thing turned around. And I would like to humbly submit that everyone shave their backs. Just everybody together shave their backs. That'd be change our fortune.
Back shaving. Okay, not shave your head. Shave your backs.
Nope. Just the J-Huff special.
Okay. J-Huff. Man.
Hey, Colson, does it make you feel better that we're the fourth best opponent 3-point percentage defense?
Is that so we're good at keeping people from shooting threes? Is that what that is? That's
from making threes.
Yeah. Well, we don't highly incentivize it by letting them walk right by us and lay it in. Don't have to take a lot of those against us right now.
Well, anecdotally, the quarter one of the Toronto game was watching, and I think at the end of the first quarter, they showed the like splits on the stats, and it was 22 points for Toronto and 6, I think, for us. You don't need to shoot those threes when the lane's wide open.
How do you feel about this happening after Nembhard came back? So we have the Nembhard, Neesmith, Siakam sort of core that we thought we'd have this season that was kind of keep this train on the tracks. Things seem to have gotten worse since Nembhard's been back, which is wild. We also have some TJ McConnell has been back, and you thought, hey, we just need a punch off the bench. Shepard and Walker go back to the bench, and you feel like maybe they're more comfortable in that role, and they've been really struggling. Isaiah Jackson can't hold down the starting center spot. Tony Bradley has apparently grabbed it, and he's given us like 6 and 7. 6-7. I don't know. Is that a thing?
It's not. It's buried.
Shout out to my junior high listeners.
Yeah, that was definitely the good news this week was getting TJ McConnell back. But no sooner had that happened than Neesmith goes down, and it looks like he's going to be out for a month. Just to complicate our fortunes further. Last year we had a really tough start to the season with injuries as well. So I don't know. On some level, maybe it's not that surprising, but boy, when you were soaking up hardship exceptions left and right, things have definitely gone off the rails a little bit. It has been brutal. It is.
We had a tough start to the season last year, but we're 1-11. We are tied for the worst record in the league. Being
we're
10
playing
games
the
under
worst
500
in the league,
is.
in fairness, like we deserve our record.
Yeah.
We're starting
It's not
Tony
great.
Bradley and Jeremiah Robinson Earl right now. That is not what you were hoping was going to happen.
Well, I really, God bless Jeremiah Robinson Earl, but he's not really giving us that much right now.
Well, he got 9 points and 12 rebounds in 32 minutes against Golden State.
Yep. And how many points did we lose that game by, Joe?
That wasn't part of the discussion.
In 27 minutes against the Suns, he had 6 points on 4 shots and 4 rebounds. Not quite as good. Not super surprising to me that Nembhard has a slow start to the season too. Like he's such an electric postseason player. We've come to expect that of him, but he's also the guy responsible for the biggest leap statistically from the regular season to the postseason in like NBA history since they've been keeping stats, right? I mean, his 3-point shooting, his aggressiveness just cranks up in the postseason. So, it's not surprising that Nembhard, is deferring a little bit and, not off to the greatest start, but, he's out there, he's always a bulldog and he's going to always be that guy. But losing Nesmith, we just right now don't have any defenders, right? And Jarris Walker just had an atrocious week. 0 of 10 in the Phoenix game. It's hard to find a lot of silver linings this week.
We've brought in a Monte Morris and a Cody Martin and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. How's that feeling for you?
It's not Monte Ellis, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first thing that I thought.
Is it a Morris brother? Or a Morris sibling?
I don't think so.
Also, Cody Martin, he's a twin brother of the Caleb Martin, right? If not, they look a lot alike. I think Caleb Martin's maybe the slightly better player. This is... there's a lot of reasons why this is going wrong. Pascal Siakam is not one of them. The man is just a warrior. He's going out and giving you everything he possibly can. He's playing a ton of minutes.
Which is ironic because he sat out against the Warriors.
Maybe that's why.
Same. Yeah.
Because they were like, you're a warrior. You can't play for the other team during this game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then, the regression of Walker and Shepard so far. I mean, it's still early in the season, but the inability for us to figure out the center position has just been really frustrating to me. I know Isaiah Jackson is undersized and still coming off an injury, and Jay Huff was sort of we were taking a flyer on him anyway. He, had been on a bunch of other teams, but we don't have anybody that can hold down that position right now. Really missing Miles Turner at this point.
Yeah, I mean, of course we are, right? We were not prepared for, Miles to unceremoniously ditch our team, right? Like, we didn't have an offseason plan for that because we thought we were going to be good, right? So, I mean, it's going to be center by committee. It's a mixed bag.
But it's not. That's not been working.
No. And, I don't think that we're going to do anything to address it either, right? I don't see us trying to pull a center out of the bag at the trade deadline to make the season come together. If we have a poor win total season at this point, I don't think anybody is going to be super broken up about it. Obviously, we're a team that prides itself on, consistency and having a winning record. But, if it's not going to be in the cards with Halliburton for sure out for the year, it's not the end of the world, given the strength of the upcoming draft class. And having these young players play through adversity and having their confidence tested, Ben Shepherd moved 3, 4, 5 spots up everybody's defensive depth chart, right? So that's just a very different
starting
place
point
to be,
guard or whatever.
It's a very different place to be playing basketball in the NBA than like the sniper in the corner who comes in and gives you a lift. Right now he's like a legitimate focal point of defenses because nobody's scared of Talon Peter.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's an excellent point. I mean, our young guys do, I'm saying Walker and Shepard have taken a step back, but on some level they've had to take a step up in minutes and responsibility, and therefore defenses pay closer attention.
Right, and the quality of the person marking them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There are some good players in the NBA, it turns out.
So that's part of the process of them getting better. That makes me feel a little better. I when people ask me, because I get a lot of this as the biggest Indiana fan in North Carolina, what happened to the team? And I've been starting to say we played full tilt, full court defense, fastest pace in the league, all the way to the finals all year, and that these injuries are maybe because of that, because we have just infinite injuries. I don't know if that's true, but it feels truthy that we just played ourselves to exhaustion and had a short off season, and these guys are having trouble staying healthy right now. I don't know if that's true or not, but this is just
I guess
an outrageous rash of injuries.
I guess, that's one theory. I've been blaming tariffs is the reason that we've been playing poorly.
Okay. Sure.
Also with no, it feels truthy to me with no evidence at all. But I think that's,
that's
my
you
truth.
throw it out there and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. By the way, Cody Martin, you were correct, is Caleb Martin's brother.
Identical twin.
Is twin brother or just brother?
Identical twin.
There you go. Because I really thought we had Caleb Martin. I got excited.
Yeah, no, I did too at first. I really thought we were, getting Caleb Martin. And, not so much. He's not quite as effective as his brother.
5.5 years in Charlotte, year in Phoenix, and now he's on the Pacers.
I gotta feel super bad for a guy who's like identical twin brother is just so much better than him, because you're like, I got all the same stuff, man.
Yeah,
but there's there's a Manning brother who's like an accountant or something, right? I mean, they're not identical twins, but like all the other guys are, football stars.
We had the Morris twins, and they kind of have a similar career, right? That kind of worked out for them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Marcus
I still don't know which one's which.
That's what I'm saying.
Completely interchangeable for all.
They have to be on the same team and stuff. They have to live in the same house. I don't know. It's like Freaky Friday. Is that the movie where they switch? What's that movie?
That's an old person and a young person, I think. Are you thinking of twins? What are you thinking of?
No, what's the one where the two girls pretend to be each other? I don't know.
White girls?
Injury report right now, by the way. Johnny Furphy out.
Furphy?
No, Furphy.
No. Say it ain't so.
Of course, we know about Halliburton. Quentin Jackson, he's said he'll miss at least the next 5 games.
I did not think at any point this season I was going to say we are really going to miss Quentin Jackson, but we are really missing Quentin Jackson right now.
He was great. God,
Dude,
this is great for us.
He's our most aggressive player, not named Pascal Siakam.
And he's got an awesome nickname, Whiplash, which is helpful.
It's fantastic.
Parent Trap is the name of the movie I was thinking of. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cam
that's
Jones.
before my time.
They remade it while you were alive, I think.
And I'm
with the Morris twins, somehow.
Too
You
old,
missed
yeah,
that.
Exactly. I'll check that out on Hulu.
That's right.
I think we heard Matherin may be back soon.
I mean, okay.
Boy, does he want to come back to this?
Yeah, Joe. Harper just threw out the fact that this is a historically good draft class. I don't know how quick people are going to come back at this point. I'm not saying that we need to fully talk tank at this point, but I think it might be a conversation in the next episode. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Even going into this season, knowing what we knew that caution was going to be the watchword, right? We knew we weren't going to rush anybody back from anything at any point during the season because a championship is not viable. And with Halliburton, a championship is obviously viable. So, more than anything, we just got to make sure we're tuned up for next season, right?
Boy,
right now,
I did not think we were going to be this bad, though. I really didn't.
We pounded the over on this team.
I mean, the thing
It
is
is
they
not
have
looking good for that
championship-
prediction.
They literally have championship experience. That's literally what they have.
Well, we're literally 1-11 and have given the Brooklyn Nets their only dub of the season, so we could win the tiebreaker and tankathon.
In our defense, most of the guys on the floor
There
right
is
now
no
do not-
defense when you watch these guys play. Do not worry
do
about
not
it.
have championship
152.
experience. What's that?
152 the Jazz put on us.
We
Yeah,
let them.
I-
We let them put up 80 in a half. Is that right?
I think we give up 4 consecutive 70-pointers or something, Jason said.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Making Lauri Markkanen look like an all-star again. Remember him?
I do now.
Who else is on that injury list? So we got Matherin maybe coming back. We got no Toppin.
Yeah, Neesmith. Yes, so Neesmith and Toppin were the last two, and Neesmith probably about a month or so, and then Toppin 3 months, from his foot surgery. So
Yeah, so he's probably coming back late February.
yeah, January, February, somewhere in there. So
Neesmith is out until Christmas.
many of our impact players are on the injury report.
Siakam's, playing well enough to be an all-star, but if your team doesn't play 500 basketball, it's tough to be an all-star.
Well, unless you get the votes.
Yeah, it's tough though.
You also left out Cam Jones. I
No,
believe.
well, I said it, but I think there was a tangent going on, and I didn't care enough to interrupt.
Shout it.
Yeah.
That's fair. And Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. Yeah. Which we knew. Hey, I guess I did want to ask you guys, Miles Turner for the Buckaroos is putting up 12.8 points and 6.1 rebounds. How much difference would that make?
He spreads the floor. He can block shots. He's given the same.
So can Jay Huff.
Well,
Jay Huff
no,
can block shots.
but I think Miles
Jay Huff
Turner
hits
is
threes. Jay Huff
giving.
shaves his back.
I think Miles Turner is got a lot more playmaking than they expected him to have. I think he's fitting in quite well there. The Bucks are playing all right, and I think they're happy to have Miles Turner around. He knows how to play good basketball because he was on a good basketball team last year.
He knows how to play okay basketball. He's 12-6, and they're 8-5.
All I'm saying is
they're better
I'm
than
not saying
500.
he's dominating.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's dominating, but what I'm saying is I think he's helping them.
This is a team that needs to have home court advantage in the playoffs. They absolutely have to have it if they have any hope of keeping Giannis happy and keeping him in Milwaukee. They are currently sitting tied for 4th with the Atlanta Hawks. Now, how big a difference would Miles make to our team? He'd be like we're basically only starting 2 starters right now, right? And one of them has been back for 2 games or something, right? So it make a huge difference for us. He always does, right? He's just, he fills in holes and he's, consistent for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
But, would we be a 500 team because he was out there? Nah, probably not. But,
would we have a couple more wins, maybe?
You got to think we'd have a couple more wins than we got. We are getting blown out a lot. But, he probably just changed the tenor out there a little bit. Not only are we down a bunch of guys, we're playing centerless basketball right now. So it's been a
for
tough
what
start
it's
to
worth. Milwaukee's currently down 29 at the half to the Lakers, which is pretty awesome. So screw the Bucks.
Yeah. How is
Luka has 21, 5, and 5 at the half.
Okay. He got off to
Because
a
he's averaging like 40, 10, and 10. This kid is out of control.
Didn't he score 40 in like his first 5 games or something?
Yeah, it was like the most 40-point games to start a season ever or something.
Yeah, more than Wilt. Yeah, that's definitely a list you want to be on.
Boy, Dallas could use him right now.
Boy, Dallas could probably use you, Joey. They are not looking great.
So Nico Harrison, is that his name? The GM of the...
Yeah, what? It was.
That was his name?
I thought his name was Fire Nico. I thought that was his name. No?
He got fired.
When he was younger, it was in a good way. Now it was in a bad way.
Excellent point. Yeah. Does this make sense to fire him now? Like, it was a terrible trade.
I mean, look, it's a bad trade, but at this point, it's a distraction. The team's losing, and your games, the fans are just chanting "Fire Nico!" That's what they're doing instead of cheering the team on. They're chanting. At this point, it's just a distraction.
At some point, players get paid, CEOs get paid, the NBA gets paid because fans show up at the door. And, I mean, I guess their, strong will to go in there and pay money to chant Fire Nico is still getting butts in seats. But eventually, you do have to do what the fans want here, right? And
yeah, but I mean,
we've
whether
always
he
thought that there was
intended this or not,
something weird about the way that thing went down, and there's probably things that we don't know. But at this point, I don't think it matters. It sucked. They suck. You got to go.
It was a terrible trade, and you're right. It was suspicious because he didn't call anybody. But unintentionally or not, he got Cooper Flagg. And Cooper Flagg plus Kyrie Irving and a healthy Anthony Davis in 2 years might be a championship caliber team. I don't understand why he got fired for this.
If I hear the 3 words together, healthy Anthony Davis, I stop listening, Colson.
How old is he going to be in 2 years? Like, he's not healthy now.
Yeah. Fair enough. Also, Luka is out of control good right now. So, yeah, it was a bad trade. Bad trade.
Yeah, no, it was a bad idea. It was poorly executed. There was really nothing good about it. I don't care about Dallas either way, but I would axe that guy tomorrow. He just doesn't deserve to have a job.
Well, he's axed. He's what's he doing now? He's free to, I don't know. I think the Brooklyn Nets could use him.
If we want to ensure that the tankathon.
Yeah, exactly. We can have him come in and consult us for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we'll take a consultant. No,
I want to put him.
He'll trade Halliburton for nobody.
I want to put Larry Bird in a room with him, and then I want it to be a reality show. Who else would be good?
For fist fights?
Yeah. Lance and Evan Turner should go in there too.
Just put 4 of those guys in a room?
Yep.
Throw Steven Jackson in there. Just let him mix it up.
I would watch that for sure.
Yeah.
What could
Joe,
go wrong?
it ain't great, Joe.
No, it ain't great. Well, here's how it's gonna be. So, like I said, at the top we were recording during the Toronto game, and I'm gonna call it now. There's 6 minutes and 21 seconds left. We are down 113 to 91. So that's that. The upcoming week of basketball, we got 3 games. Some of them against winnable teams. Team.
I think everybody's not a winnable team at this point. I think we just have to assume that everyone's better than us at this point. Yeah.
Well, so Tankathon, we are tied with Washington and Brooklyn. We all have 1-11 records, but that does not include the loss we're taking today. But Washington is on a 10 loss streak at the moment. So But yeah, this upcoming week of basketball, we've got 3 games. Monday at Detroit, they are 11-2, and they look pretty
obvious dub.
good. Wednesday,
we will
we are
surprise
at home
people somehow.
versus. We are at home versus the Charlotte Hornets. They are 4-8 this year, and Friday at the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're 9-5 at this point in the season. And you know what? I think Cleveland is going to come out guns blazing because they're still mad about what we did to them. And Talion Peters he's gonna be the one that gets the brunt of that. They're gonna go hard on him.
Well, that's a in-season tournament game, though. So I think we just show some pride after getting shellacked at home by the Charlotte Hornets. I think we pull out this Cleveland on the road game. It's my theory. I think we go 1-2, but win the in-season tournament game. That's my pick.
Harper, what about you?
Yeah, no, I also have 1 and 2, but I think we're going to win the first game of the week against Detroit. We're going to surprise.
Okay.
Well, I think we're going to do the most improbable thing is win those 2 games but lose to Charlotte.
That sounds like us.
I think you should
Actually, it doesn't
immediately
sound like
parlay that. Yeah. If you can hit that parlay, it should be worth $1,000.
So I think that's how it's going to turn out.
All right,
Jason-
I'm going to take
Jason
0-3.
texted me.
I'm going to take 0-3. I just, I'm down for tank time. I'm down.
All right, we're talking about it on the Thursday show. Let's talk whether it's time to talk tank. We'll be talking tank. I don't know.
We'll be talking tank before deciding whether it's time.
Yes,
That sounds like us.
I'm going to put my toe in the tankathon pool.
Kiddie pool.
I think we need to workshop this.
All right, we'll do that on Thursday live.
I'm going to drive the tankathon tank into the pool.
Choo-choo. Well, until then, you can find us on Twitter at Undebeatables, Facebook.com/The Undebeatables. We are at TheUndebeatables.com. There's a contact form there. You can use that to send us a message. Colson, did you ever hear back from the Mac McClung reporter guy?
No, I never did. I think once McClung was unceremoniously cut from the team, I was unceremoniously cut from
Yeah, that article was unceremoniously cut from the paper.
from the Herald Courier.
Yeah.
Email shout out at theundebeatables.com, and you can head over to our website /store for merch.
For the architect Danny Walsh and the Pacers' first couple, Nancy and Bobby Sick-Leonard. Turn out the lights, the party's over.
This is easily the earliest in the year the word tankathon has come up.
It's rough. I mean, this
By
team
order of
always,
magnitude, somehow.
yeah, this team always tries to be relevant.
It's difficult when there's just so many injuries, though.
I mean, it is brutal out there. And we are now down.
I think.
And we're now down 20-22 to the Raptors.
So, like, somebody mentioned earlier, like the core is right now the core of this season is Nembhard, Nesmith, and Siakam, and they're often just they can get cooking, but like they're not all three out there.
Right.
Yeah, have they
it's
played
nice, so-
3 games together? Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2, could
Two?
be 3,
Yeah.
and now we know Nesmith's out for at least a month. So that's, I mean, that's 3 or 4 games a week. So that, I mean, that's like 15 games, man. It's like a fifth of the season.
Can we get some Ben Mathurin back? Because you just throw his body at the rim and see what happens.
You know what? Let's talk about this on Thursday.
Deal.
That's